Man, I feel like the teacher is kind of weird there. Just follow my command. Any of you guys walked to class today? No. Yes? Any more? We're MSU students. We all rode a bike or something? Okay. So, how did you guys walk? How'd you do it? How do you walk here? Anybody know? 1 foot. I like that. That was the answer I was going to give. 1 foot for the other. All right. Well, the whole point of me mentioning that is to try to get you to think about how do you walk. You know, is it something that I think we take for granted? It's something we don't think about all the time. So there are different styles of walking. Everybody walks a little bit different, and I'm no kinesiologist. I'm not going to tell you, the perfect way. But I'm really focusing on 2 different types. There's heel to toe walking, and then there's toe to heel walking. And I'll go over a little bit more in detail what those are in a minute. But the heel to toe can be very harmful over time, whereas toe to heel can be a bit more beneficial. And to me, this was not something I knew. I work at a hardware store and I stand on concrete for 8 to 10 hours a day, and this was something I learned the hard way kind of thing. I'm happy to share it with you. So we as humans, you can kind of see how our foot comes down when we step, and this should all be common knowledge. We all do it every day, 1 foot in front of the other. But when we come down on our heel first, that heel is a bone in there, and that energy of our weight coming down goes straight into our heel, into our ankle, through our bones and our joints rather than through our muscles. And that can be, it's not excruciating to walk, but over time it causes damage. And then with shoes, it's even worse. Shoes, rather than letting your foot absorb some of the shock, the shoe makes it come down as more of an impactful because it's not allowing that roll of the heel. So that's how we walk normally. That's just how it is. It's very hard to fight it, but this is kind of a better alternative. This picture is, I'm very happy I found this. So I am, it helps. Otherwise I'd have to be walking up here all over the place. So you can see in heel to toe, her heel comes down first, and then her toe would come after in the step. And this is, a little crude, but it shows how it would travel up this chain of bones, as I would call it, rather than a chain of muscles. And when you come down on it's not your toe. You're not Scooby-Dooing around all the time. You know what I mean? It's like you're walking on a creaky hardwood floor. The balls of your feet are kind of coming down first. So, well, I know a lot of us are young, and if I asked you all if you have back pain, probably most of you would say no, because that isn't something that applies to you unless you're in a conditional state to get back pain, like me walking on a concrete floor for 10 hours. But 80% of people experience back pain according to the American Chiropractic Association, and so it's going to happen to us eventually at some point in our lives, and paying attention to it now may prevent it. So, like I was saying, that chain of bones absorbs all that shock, and it causes a lot more damage than if our muscles were to absorb it. And over time, here, I'll explain this for you. It kind of gives you a little. Oh man, it's all worked. We've all heard this before, right? I apologize for it's stretched out just there. Basically, it starts at the heel. Backbone's connected to the neck bone, two ends, skeleton. So, abusing those bones and those joints can lead to messing up your backbones and your vertebrae and all those things. So, if you were to walk toe to heel, as I have been trying to do for nearly 2 years now, and I still can't do it, it's hard. It's just hard to adopt. It engages the ligaments and tendons in your foot, and when you start activating those muscles there, it activates your calves, your hamstrings, and kind of as I showed in that photo, it is this more springy effect, as if you were to bend your knees, you can kind of hop up and down rather than standing on 2 stilts. It can be very hard. Now, this isn't the most efficient way to walk. Like I said, it's easier to walk heel to toe because we get a longer step. We start our step here and end it here, so we get that little extra distance without having a longer leg. to walk toe to heel is kind of like, not tiptoeing, but it's like Patrick Starr walking around on 2 points kind of thing. It's not as fast. And it actually takes 53% more energy to do. Now, I put this as a benefit because for a lot of us, you know, we're not running everywhere now, we're not walking everywhere, we have many different types of transportation. So adopting this type of method can actually just increase your, like, kind of a daily workout. I'm not a workout guy by any means. But walking this way it can, if you just go for walks, this would be a huge way to increase the amount of calories you burn. So, and by activating all of those muscles in there, it takes some conditioning for sure, because your body just isn't used to it. So, I hope you guys have found my information to be not only entertaining, but hopefully somewhat informing and persuasive. Like I said, it takes a lot of time to make this happen. I've been trying to do it for like 2 years now, and I only in the moment remember when I have to, you know, I'll be standing, when I'm doing this, I could say, you know, stand on your toes, don't stand on your heels. But when I'm late for class and, you know, I have an exam or something like that, I'm just going as fast as I can. It's something your mind doesn't think about. And so it takes a lot of not only mental, but physical conditioning in order to adopt truly. So, but because it's something we do all the time, I think it's, you know, we think about what type of car we drive. We think about what kind of gas mileage it gets, what type of gas we put in it so that the engine lasts longer. But we don't think about the way we walk. We don't think about how in 30 years our knees are going to be screwed up because we were jumping around on rocks all the time, you know. So it's just something I hope we all think about, and I hope you guys walk away my way today. Try it out. You know, you guys will feel really funny, you know, look stupid, feel stupid, but you'll thank me later.